All right, let's dive on in here, huh? So Fiora is a Runeterra champion that we've not played before on stream. She's a 3-3 with Challenger who levels up when she's killed 2 enemies. And then her leveled mode here turns into a 4-4 and retains Challenger and says, when I've killed 4 enemies and survive, you win the game. So this is an alternative win condition here if we can protect our queen. And even when we can't protect her, just having a 3-3 or a 4-4 Challenger is very, very good. Like, basically a removal spell that can kill multiple things sometimes. And then we've paired Fiora here with Shen, who is a great pairing. Shen here says, your supported ally gains a barrier. So, support means the ally to the right of Shen when attacking. Your orders of attacks in this game matter. Gets a barrier. So Shen can give Fiora barriers so she's more likely to survive and meet her requirements. And then the rest of our deck is things like prismatic barriers and denies and riposte, so we can try and play protect the queen to keep Fiora alive. We also have things like Green Glade Caretaker and Bright Steel Protector as some other aggression at the bottom end of our curve to have more of an organic beatdown plan. We're not all in on Fiora winning the game. So let's go ahead and jump on into some ranked matches here with this and see how it goes. Shen is one of the champions I've really liked in this game playing with. The decisions with sequencing and combat tend to offer a lot of depth and complexity in a nice way. Lux Shen mid-range is one of my favorite decks that I've played off stream a good bit. Elise Darius, so almost assuredly an aggressive deck here. I'm going to mulligan the Detain, but I'm going to keep both my Spirit's Refuge here. Barrier and Lifesteal is huge against Aggro. What does the keyword Scout in Runeterra do? Scout units can attack twice per turn. Yes, Green Glade Caretaker is very strong. Card that can easily take over a game as it goes along in barrier-based decks. It's a card that's very good in the Lux Shen mid-range deck.
There's nothing to fear. Hush now.
So we're not using our 2 mana here, but we get to bank those into spell mana. Second Green Glade Caretaker here is insane. Whenever any ally gets a barrier, this permanently gains 2 attack, which is fantastic.
Intruders.
Try me.
Nature blesses her followers.
Could have had a burn spell there, but not super worried about it. One thing to note in this game that's different from Magic, your Nexus has a hard cap at 20 life, so you need to wait to use this life gain until they get above that point. Allegiance. Grant me 1/1 and Overwhelm. So I think I'm just playing a Spirit's Refuge this turn, right? I guess I could Key Guardian Fiora and then play Fiora out. But yeah, Key Guardian getting to kill this and gain 5 sounds really appealing. So I think I'm just gonna pass here.
Use a bite.
I think I'm gonna eat one of the spiders here. I elected not to do this last turn, but I think at this point I need to make sure this doesn't flip. This is gonna end with me at 13 because this does gain life. Like, I'd be at 8 if I didn't have the lifesteal.
You dare.
It's a little brutal. Okay, going to 11.
Nature blesses her followers.
So I can go ahead and say Key Guardian Fiora here. That does not trigger these. Good to know.
They would fall by my blade.
So she has a
Stay
barrier
away
here.
from
Oh,
my
they
hand.
trigger when she comes into play. That makes sense. That makes sense. Got an Unyielding Spirit here, which not burst anymore, but still very good if we can get it onto her later.
Remember the objectives. The few for the many.
Hovering over the eye in the middle. So the Oracle's eye here, you can see when I mouse over it, as I'm lining up my attacks, it tells me what's going to happen. So you can see if I attack like this and hook this, it tells me their thing's going to die and Fiora's going to lose her barrier. Which I think I'm okay with. And now obviously they could play fast spells or burst spells that could disrupt what I'm trying to do there. But you basically never have to guess at what's going to happen in combat. You always just know by mousing over the Oracle Eye. This second Spirit's Refuge should just be a total blowout. Hey, Kitty, good afternoon. This is gonna crank these up to 9 power.
Who's my favorite? It is you. Yes. Strike at their foundations. Such unrefined style. My life for these lands.
We're gonna stay at 9 here with this. Hey, Seagull. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'm enjoying Runeterra a lot. In fact, Magic just announced that they're gonna be lame ducking all of their constructed formats for 6 days, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit extra Runeterra content for the next week while we wait for them to fix their stuff. That's... Huh? Have a lot of permutations here now. So I could attack and hook something with this whilst leaving up these. I could play Shen and barrier this. Yeah, I could also do this on their turn. I think I'm just gonna Shen and leave Deny up. I think I'm gonna Shen, hold Deny here. Do I want to attack with these two? Am I okay trading these for spiders? I guess I could do this. And then I could do this, so then this doesn't trade with any of their stuff. That means this can eat this, though, but I think I'm okay with that. Because this will support this over. Again, the ordering in which I order my stuff here is very, very relevant. I'm going to lose 2 from this trigger. You want to play around transfusion. This still dies to transfusion, right? Yeah, there's a lot of permutations in not only what I attack with, but how I order them. Now, they could just burn us out here. They could have, like, Decimate plus the deal 3. There's the Decimate. Okay, so we gotta fade the deal 3 here. Oh, I have a Deny in my hand. Actually, this doesn't matter, right? If I let this happen, I win with this, right? Oh no! Oh, they had the 2 ephemerals! Oh no! Oh, we got punished for my deny play. Stupid justice card game making me lose when I make mistakes. Okay, that's fine. Our deck should have won that game. I was not capable of winning it, but our deck, I didn't win the game, but my deck could have. It's fine. It'll be okay. We don't really care about our rank anyways. Silly skill-tested game punishing me for being stupid. Yeah, opponent played that really well. Just like had that 2 different ways and punted it.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Maybe I'm supposed to Key Guardian Fiora there, actually. Maybe.
I am one with the land.
Save your worlds. We speak with blades. Let them eat so.
I'm gonna hook a 1 power thing so this doesn't die to a parlay or doesn't die to a parlay or a make it rain. Why didn't the second Shen change? Because your second Shen only changes when you put your first Shen into play.
Play, get paid.
That's unfortunate.
The fate of mortals and spirits falls to me.
It's a big in. One of the birds.
Everything I've worked for.
There's plenty of killing left.
I think with the second Shen in hand, I'm pretty okay with them trading their 4-2 for this. So I think my play here is we're going to play River Shaper. 6 total mana. It's not a bad pickup.
Nature blesses her followers.
We each defend our brethren.
You're going to do this,
You're covered.
and then get our attack on. That's rough. Maybe I just do this on this,
Take refuge.
and then I can still attack with it.
Water changes but never breaks. Rivers shape the land and give it life. You're in over your head.
Ooh, got some fight in ya.
And you can see when I mouse over the eye here, it even lets me know I'm going to draw a card, because this is going to strike.
What form do the waters take?
They might open on attacks here, huh?
Let's get to it.
Is it too aggressive to just use this? I feel like I want to.
The Kinku go where they are needed.
Stay back.
Understood. Currents, pull them down.
They have like a make it rain or something to hit these. I could get blown out here a little bit and they trade, but I can't just like take another big hit here, I don't think. They have a ton of mana and 4 cards. Okay, just have to condense the board down a little bit. Maybe I'm supposed to trade my elusive here. Get their thing off the board that draws cards. This is just happening. That's great for us.
Blesses her followers.
Their thing lived, but
The river folk.
it's not the end of the world.
What form will the waters take?
Hey, thanks for the quarter of a year, Seagull. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Ye started without me.
7 total mana. I'm gonna go ahead and open on Bright Steel to give this a barrier.
They are under my protection.
And then I can attack with these 3, having Shen give Green Glade a barrier.
So I go.
So Shen's leveled form gives things 3 extra attack when they get a barrier. So this thing just has infinite attack now. Hey, what's going on, Grab? Yeah, remember, if you ever miss anything, everything goes up on my YouTube channel at the end of the day, as always. Sure.
Nature blesses her followers.
And I think I'm just passing here. I think I'm fine just banking 3 mana. Just have a giant handful of tricks.
Dangerous water.
To be fair, the first game they missed was very good.
The ocean is no place for the weak.
This makes... Can I deny her trigger? Do I just want to detain her? I think I just detain her, huh?
Always forward.
Immediately. The dead don't need riches. Nothing like a stink of blood and sweat.
Okay, so they're on actual nothing at this point.
Hard to get rich. Get on the claw.
Shield up.
There is no dispute.
Hold up.
Maybe I'm supposed to keep the elusive because I could barrier it with Shen to give it extra attack. Why couldn't you deny the Fury? Because the Fury is a burst spell which cannot be responded to. So fast and slow spells build a stack in the middle.
Enforced equilibrium.
Credit denied.
The Kinku go where they are needed.
The casual 25-2.
Her followers.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think blocking with the elusive was wrong.
It found you.
I'd have killed them that turn if I had I'd have killed them that turn if I'd have blocked. If I'd have not blocked with the elusive.
We walk between realms.
Hey, I'm just supposed to deny that, probably. Oppose the barrier. Been a little sloppy.
Nature blesses her followers.
A little sloppy. That's fine. I think we killed them with open attacks with these two anyways. I'm gonna win in spite of ourselves. This'll make Shen a 10 attack because it gives it 3 and then his trigger gives him 3. We have a deny now here.
Nature blesses
Casual 30 and 2. Decent one drop. Potentially above average one drop. You got the power. Ooh. Karma Braum, so almost assuredly a control deck. Gosh, I actually think my hand's just great, huh? I think I'm gonna keep all of these. Like, if they're a control deck, I want to pressure them as much as possible to start. That was a phenomenal pickup. What's up, bud? I can help you after my game's done. Can you help with the TV? Okay, you have to wait a couple of minutes. What are you trying to do? Maybe I can just tell you how to do it. Daddy forgot to attack, but that's okay. He still loves you. Do I expect them to have damage-based removal? Probably not. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and play this. They're not Bilge Water. I think I'd actually rather River Shaper and then open attacks next turn so I can get a strike in and draw a card. Sure. And they could have just drawn a Braum, so definitely want to open attacks here.
Knocked and ready.
That changes the dynamic a little bit, perhaps. Huh? Maybe I just Shen.
The eye of twilight sees.
So I don't really care if they Braum and make a Poro this turn. We can order Shen so he barriers the River Shaper. This also lets Shen start collecting things towards leveling up, which is nice.
A chill in the air.
So 0 power, so I can't strike. I guess there's no point to attack with this now, right?
My arrow won't miss.
I think we just take the hit here.
By my honor, you must die.
This lines up well because we still have Prismatic Barrier mana up, and we have 2 more to bank into spell mana, and we can open attacks with this into this and start collecting things with Fiora here. Will of Iona, sure. So that means I can't open attacks next turn, but I think that's still fine, right? I think we just play Shen before attacks. I have 9 total.
The fate of mortals and spirits falls to me.
Wow. Okay.
It must be done.
Oh God!
So Shen gives Fiora a barrier here. Good synergy between those champions. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and use my riposte here. I'm gonna use it on Shen so we can kill this. This also gets him towards leveling up here. So Fiora doesn't get a kill this turn this way, but it keeps the health of both of these high, and it lets me take one of their things off the table.
Form will the waters take?
That was a good exchange for us overall. These got in and this drew a card. Depending on what they do here, this might be a turn where we try and stick Unyielding Spirit.
Knocked and ready.
Although I guess Unyielding Spirit isn't even that good in this matchup because they're playing, they have Will of Iona. Right, well, I mean, if it was right to open attacks basically last time we were in this board state, it's definitely right to do it again now, right? Does the can't die stay if they bounce a card? It does not, because the card that bounces it also resets it. So, recalling a card resets a card. I'm having the strangest sense of deja vu.
Our wills align.
Is it too aggressive to try and kill them here? I can't quite kill them, right? I guess I could riposte plus prismatic barrier. Do I just like pump these and try and kill them? Like this is +6 and this is +3. Like what could their colors? They could have like a Will of Iona. But like even if they have a will, they just like reset one of my things, right? I'm gonna try and kill him. Yeah, they can have a couple things here, but like, I have so many expensive cards in my hand. Yeah, I think I'm in the business of making them have it here. I think this is fine. Like, it uses my mana for the turn.
Gift from the river folk.
Welcome to the
Oh yeah, that's a good read. I should have prioritized making this bigger in case they had a stun. In case they had a stun or a bounce. You're correct. I agree with that assessment.
leaping into action.
Can I just say no blocks here and go to 5? Do I have to worry about any reach out of them? I don't, right? They're not Noxious and they're not Shadow Isles, so they don't have Fling. Double Fury. I mean, if they double Fury, I have Consecrated Strike. Oh, if I pass, yeah, if I pass, they can't play spells. Duh. Yeah, that's how the priority system of this game works. Oh, I did the stupid thing. Dang it. I really wish Windows gave me the ability to lock the size of a window. Sorry. I went to grab a card from my hand and I resized my application window.
You. These old eyes still see far and clear.
The priority system in this game is great. I love it. So this is about to level up. I'm missing something. There are no decks on my site for Runeterra. So I don't have dedicated deck pages for Runeterra. However, there is a Runeterra tab under my videos drop-down Picard. And each of my YouTube videos has a deck list in the description. Just like my Magic decks. Yeah, straight before they get denied. Sounds good. You generally don't want to double War Mother's Call, is the thing, though. Maybe I'm supposed to play this out just so these are lethal on their own.
Kinku go where they are needed.
This deck seems really sweet. Shen pairs really well with Fiora, and Fiora being a cheap challenger is fantastic. The deck tracker is covering life totals. You can minimize it, Wolfie. There's a little minimize area. You can also move it around, I believe. You definitely minimize it. I believe you could also move it. We've not had any Fiora wins just yet, no. I think I fumbled my way out of one, but like, the way this deck is set up, it feels like the Fiora win is something that happens occasion as opposed to your primary goal. Hey, that Phil kid, thank you very much for the Prime support. I really appreciate it. Thanks for dropping in. Really enjoying Runeterra stuff, and I appreciate the folks that are here to support it. If you're here for Runeterra, I suppose you could be someone from Magic from my YouTube. I'm going to mulligan a Shen here, but I'm going to keep the rest of these. Lifesteal barrier card, excellent against aggro. Yes, I would really like it personally if I could set a static resolution for this application, so you wouldn't have the random resize issue I just had.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm going to go ahead and play this out for no barrier value, so that way I can trade with her 2-3 if they attack.
My turn.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Shield up.
Is that all?
A small upside to Wizards of the Coast continuing to fumble how they manage their formats is I'm going to be doing a little bit extra Runeterra content for the next few days. I'm going to be flipping my schedule, so I'm going to be doing 2 Runeterra decks and 1 Magic deck, as opposed to the opposite. And for those that don't keep up on Magic news, Wizards of the Coast announced today that they're going to be updating the ban list in every constructed format I play, but they're not telling us how they're updating it till Monday. So every Magic format I like playing is currently lame ducked for 6 days. Rough. Yeah, the open attacks here is really good. Or more, yeah, depending on when the update go live, they could be lame ducked for even longer than that. Yeah, I don't really have a huge interest in playing Standard. Would it be better to not know? I wish they would implement as soon as they announce. Or what would be even better is if they would say, even if they wanted to wait a week to implement, if they just said, these are the changes, they happen in 3 or 4 days or whatever. Ideally, I think they should just tell us what's happening and implement right away. That would be my preference.
Time for the main event. Hand to the face. No one goes hungry. Got an axe with your name on it.
Think of the finance rate. I think I just click OK here. I could Spirit's Refuge this and gain 4 back, but I think I want to save this for blocking next turn. Why Barrier the Elusive? Because I wanted to make Shen big enough to kill this if they blocked with it. So this was just the last thing. Think I have to take this risk here. Oh, are we about to... No, wait, because we're going to their turn, right? Why did they transfusion there? I'm confused.
Watch and learn.
I'm confused. Oh, it heals the Draven. Got it. Am I chumping Draven? I think I'm chumping Draven. Oh, actually, what if I, like, put this out and then Stand United and swap them around?
Immediately.
Yeah, like that.
Walk between realms. Understood.
They could have a burn spell here to poke this so it dies in combat, but Again, think I'm in a point where I have to take that risk. Yes, it's probably not about to end well for us. I feel like we're kind of on the back foot, though, and have to take a chance. Wait. Really? Okay. Oh, right. I had this captured under there. I knew that somewhere in my mind. Somewhere in my mind, I knew that was happening.
Remember the objectives. Make the Empire proud.
The denies have been super clunky so far in this deck. I've not been impressed with these. Feel like I might go down one of them.
Sweep them away.
Routes closed.
Yeah, drawing two of this card's been awkward. Well, that's something at least, I guess. Yeah, I agree, Kurtinchi. That's exactly what I was thinking. Red Redstall's just like been worse than a barrier spell almost every time. And then I think we're just dead here. I'm gonna open attacks and kill us. I guess that's not a terrible draw.
Hold up.
I'm not dead yet. Oh, I could have done this, right? It didn't matter. Would it matter? We would have taken 5. Would we have been at 1 there? We were at 10, right? No, I would have died exactly because of the trigger. We would have taken 5 Overwhelm, 4 from the Decimate, and then 1 from the trigger. Yeah, okay. So we were dead. I think chat's right that I should have used the Judgment, but we still would have died regardless. There's a current Twitter thread going for people to rant about how they were blocked by you. God bless. The good news is, if I ever need a place to live, I am rent-free in the head of many people. Definitely rent-free in the head of many. I think of the Twitter block list as, if someone says something to me on Twitter that makes me think I probably wouldn't ever want to engage with you in real life, it's very silly. It's like, I just add them to the block list. There's so many people in the world that, like, you know, even if you end up filtering out some that might be kind of okay, on average at the end of the day, like, there's infinite other reasonable people out there. I really like Shen. The barrier stuff's been fun. I'm liking this deck a lot, and my other favorite deck has been Lux Shen midrange. So the mix of what's going on here has been pretty reasonable. I feel like this card probably isn't necessary in a world like this card used to be burst speed, so you couldn't respond to it. So I think we're getting rid of that one. What else do I want to add in here? I feel like I want to look at my Lux Shen midrange deck and compare what that's doing. Are there any key things in there that I like that this is not? Oh, there's no Fleet Feather trackers in here. That card's really good. Yeah, I like this one. Key Guardian, I could kind of take or leave. I guess this is pretty good with Fiora. Maybe I do go down to just 1 deny. Yeah, Key Guardian is also good with River Shaper. I'm gonna go to 1 deny. Cheeky deny feels like it's probably best. Looks like another aggressive deck. Definitely mulliganing these. We're definitely keeping the Spirit Refuge. The question is, do I want to keep the Paladin, the Protector, or do I want to mulligan for something else that could be cheap? I think I keep the guaranteed 2-drop. This card's very good if we find one of our 1s. Perfect.
I am one with the land.
The thing that slays me, you can tell none of those people are folks who, like, have any sort of real following or interact with a reasonable number of people. And I've talked about this on stream before, too, but, like, I use social media different in a way that a lot of people do. At least ones that, like, get to 5 digits worth of followers on things. Like, when people tag me and stuff on Twitter, I read it. I don't just ignore what's going on my Twitter stuff. Like, if someone's taking the time to write to me, I'm gonna take the time to read what they wrote. And if people are tweeting things at me that are even just lazy and annoying, I don't want to give them my time, right? Like, no one deserves my time. At least, I don't think anyone deserves my time. So, if people who waste my time by tagging me in stupid stuff or responding with things that I think are not great or bad takes, I block them so then they don't have to clog up my mentions in the future. Because every time someone tweets something silly at me that I don't really want to engage with, they're taking time away from something else I could be doing.
No one goes hungry.
Although I think my favorite part on threads like that are people chime in and let me know that that I'm bad at my job. And it's just like, well, like, from an objective standpoint, you can kind of show that, like, I'm pretty okay at my job. Even above average, you could say, just based on any number of completely objective metrics. And, like, when I was starting out, when I was first making content, that was definitely something that really got to me on occasion. Hearing people tell me I was bad at what I was doing used to really get into my head. And now it's just like, well, we can look at average viewer counts or sub metrics or watch time, and just like any of the above, it all works out okay. It all looks like I'm kind of know what I'm doing. They could shoot this in response and remove the barrier, but I think I'm kind of okay with that. They're gonna overwhelm for a little bit, but I think I guess if they, like, have a transfusion, this lives. Maybe we're gonna see transfusion from here to here. Yeah, that makes sense. Now we're gonna take 6. It's fine, this is living.
Nature blesses her followers.
They can't block the elusive anyway, so it doesn't make sense to give it a barrier. Yeah, definitely, J-Ray. For sure.
Flavor and spice.
Flavor and spice and everything nice.
Batter 'em. Can't fight on an empty stomach. Sure about that?
Oh, you know what? I should have ordered this the other way. And again, just so much depth and sequencing in this game. If I order this the other way, this can't trade with either of my things, right? Because the weaker one would have a barrier. So that I sequenced that incorrectly.
Swim within the flows of magic.
Ride for Noxus.
My life for these lands.
So we're definitely doing this. The question is, am I also blocking this? I think the answer is no. If a radio station doesn't play things I like, I don't save that station. Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's brutal. So my life steal doesn't happen there. Probably dead. That's a good play.
War Mason, reporting for duty. Make the Empire proud.
We did Moto before this today, Pedge. You can ask in the subs Discord. I'm sure there's other streams you can flip onto. I retweeted a thread. A very large streamer, I'm blanking on their name at the moment too, what their handle was. Started with an S, I believe. Oh, Wreckful. No, I was wrong. It was completely wrong. It was Wreckful was their username, right? Yeah, Wreckful recently committed suicide. And someone went back through the history of their Twitch chat and pulled out all of the times that someone in their chat felt the need to tell that streamer to kill themselves for whatever reason that they did on stream or thing they did in real life. Do I like this compared to Lux Shen? I don't know yet. This feels like a little bit more aggressive build of that.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Hey,
I've whipped up something special.
Full speed ahead.
Would like to eat your powder keg. Sure.
Save your worlds. We speak
Play
with
this
the
out.
blades.
We'll have Shen next turn. We'll get to start getting our challenger on.
Lion swim.
I walk this space between worlds.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's an internet culture thing, right? Like normal person plus an audience plus anonymity, like often like Drew the Dolphin, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. I very firmly believe that whoever someone is when they are anonymous on the internet, that's who they actually are as a person. It doesn't matter what you are and how nice you pretend to be when the lights are on and everybody's watching. Who you are when there's no accountability is who you actually are as a person. In my opinion.
Treasures of the ages for a price.
I am one with the land.
Dodging bullets, little tracker, dodging bullets. Alright, let's break Steel Protector here.
Honor dictates
Then we'll get to attack in with all of these, and Shen will barrier this one.
Safety will cost you.
go.
Try me.
Is it worthwhile to challenge a smaller thing in case they have a way to ping Fiora's barrier? Nah, I think if they have a way to ping Fiora's barrier, we're gonna lose her at some point anyways. Okay, so we're gonna lose her. I'm going to stand united these though, so that way my Shen lives. He's also gonna level up here.
Balance has been maintained.
We did not get the final bill for Haley in the hospital yet. That'll be a joy somewhere down the line, I'm sure. It takes a little bit because you have to get like a social security card before they can bill it all. For the, which we just got in the mail, so I'm sure we're gonna find that all out soon.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
I think I just leave this for now.
Come, take refuge.
This is gonna get a Mystic shot, but I can barrier this to protect it. And then next turn, Shen will give this a barrier, which will make it a 5-1. Thanks for the 41 months, Jin. I appreciate it. Welcome back.
Sure. I'm so good, I surprised myself.
Oh, Ezreal's leveling from the shot. Okay. Well, hopefully they don't kill us. We're at 13. We might die to Ezreal level up here with the warning shot in their hand.
So I go.
Well, that could have gone better for our hero.
It is not yet their time.
Do I wanna consecrated strike this? Oh, I guess that doesn't do anything, right? Because it's got a barrier on it. I can't strike it because it has a barrier.
Nature blesses her followers.
Oh, it strikes it twice. Good call. Okay, so now I expose myself to getting blood. I should have done this in combat. Nope, never played League of Legends.
Smell that? A fight.
No strong desire to either. I don't really have the reflexes required to play a game like that. Am I dead yet?
All hands on deck.
Rivers shape the land and give it life.
Boomer APM is exactly right. Yeah! They get warning shot into oblivion. Hey, those are good ones to toss. good chance we're dead here. Yes, we need to hook the fearsome unit.
Blood and sweat.
100% need to hook the fearsome unit.
Enforced equilibrium.
Eat up, friend.
Say your farewells. You picked the losing side.
If I do this, I draw 3 cards, right? If I have this battle here.
What form will the waters take?
All right, cheeky deny, cheeky deny, cheeky deny. All right, don't warning shot me, bro. Don't warning shot me. Don't do it. Have a heart. Oh no. Oh no.
Flavor and spice.
What a tight game. All right, brick. We need 1 brick, chat. 1 brick. 1 brick. 1 brick is all we need. It's all we need, chat. It's all we need. Oh wait, this attack order is wrong. All right, hold on. Alright. I don't think this really matters, so maybe I shouldn't care. They're just gonna have a burst warning shot here in a second.
No one goes hungry. Can't fight on an empty stomach.
I don't think there's any cards in my deck that kill them here. One is not none, chat. One is not none.
Water changes, air breaks.
That was a tight game, down to the wire.
You fought with honor.
Yeah, the number of like close, really tight games in Runeterra is just crazy. Like so many different decks that just have these absurd down to the wire style games. Brady Kate, thanks for 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I think I'm mulliganing duo. Looks like another Noxious aggro deck. I definitely want these two. The question is, do I want Caretaker as a 1-drop? I get to go 1, 2, 3, so I think so. I don't have any barriers yet, but I likely will down the line. Ooh. Deep is the Tron of Runeterra. Yeah, I think that's accurate. I think it's a lot more interactable than Tron, but in terms of like the go big, do the thing style deck, it's definitely the go big, do the thing style deck of this game. Even drew our best barrier spell here in Spirit's Refuge. Any ladder recommendations? Started a couple days ago and looking to climb out of bronze currently. The Kinko Elusives deck is probably the go-to kind of best deck in the format. However, there's going to be some variability in what is the ideal best deck in the short term because there are some balance patches coming on tomorrow. Tomorrow there's a patch, right?
Would fall by my blade.
Yeah, I have a standing desk, Conrad, so I split my time sitting and standing usually.
No one goes hungry.
They have a transfusion here. They can trade with my Fiora, but I think them using a transfusion here is a win for us overall. Like, the board is empty, and I have 2 things in play, so I think this exchange means we're ahead. And the fact that they can rebalance cards in this game is so fantastic, because, like, that change, for example, means that, the decks will still be playable, they just won't be as good as before.
You're covered.
So this sequencing means I don't get points on this for deploying this barrier, but playing this out means they're not attacking this turn, so I feel like that's right. I think I just open on attacks here. I have 5 mana with all these 4. I'm gonna play Greenblade. This can order with this, so this can trade up into here, which is great. So this supports this to make it a 3.
Eat up, friend.
That doesn't scare me.
I'm gonna barrier this. It makes this bigger, and it lets me eat this and still have my removal left over. It also heals me back up to 17. Are there any Shroud effects to stop things from being targeted? No. This game's incredibly interactive.
I'll try one more.
There is a 8 mana card that makes something unkillable, but that can still be bounced by some things or obliterated by some others. So it still stays pretty interactable. I think I'm just passing here. See how they attack to start.
My life for these lands.
So we're gonna take some amount on Overwhelm here, but their thing dies. I'm sad enough. Challenger Bird really flexing its wings there. Feel like that was a good addition. That was one of the better cards in the Lux Shen mid-range deck, so transporting it to be good here made a lot of sense. Fizz can have Shroud. So, Fizzed isn't technically, like, gaining Shroud so much as he's countering things that are targeting him. Speaking of the deep, we're going to mulligan these barriers, keep our cheap things that apply pressure. We are definitely the beatdown in this matchup. So the deep mechanic for people that are new to Runeterra says if your deck gets under 15 or fewer cards, your deep units get bigger.
Stuff make happy.
Stuff make happy. Now the question is, do I want to play this 3-2 out or not? I feel like the answer is yes. I want to be the beatdown. So we'll give this a barrier, and it'll gain challenger, and then we'll eat the trash here. And we'll hit them for 3. So when do you see how they call their deck? Well, you get to see what champions they're playing at the start of the game, and what champions they're playing dictate what archetype they're playing. Oh, seeing their deck name. Oh, that's what it is. That's funny. That's funny. I didn't notice that.
Water changes but never breaks.
It's a bug, and they mentioned it on Reddit just now. Okay.
Always 2 steps ahead.
Nah, I don't really need my deck name as a means to translate people to translate offensive things to me.
The rot must be cut away.
Strike crit. On guard.
Sweep them away.
Just do this. I get to draw a card here.
What form will the waters take?
And you can see here, this is Fiora's riposte. This is a regular riposte. When you have a champion in play and you draw another copy of it, they turn into a spell. So unlike in Magic, where you kind of have dead legendaries that get stuck in your hand, that doesn't happen in this game, which is nice. Playing this out to get hooked by this was probably wrong.
Strike without worry.
I'm gonna barrier this just to use my resources for the turn. I don't really have anything I want to I don't really want to consecrated strike this, I don't think. Yes, yeah, and the spells shuffle a copy of that champion back into your deck too, which is also a great touch. No units. Feels bad, man.
You're in over your head.
Protect and strike.
I guess I'm dumb. I could have hooked there. I was thinking they... bleh. 3 copies of a card. This 1000% should have hooked Maokai. There's no reason not to do that. Just throw this game in the garbage.
A gift from the river folk. Waters are still.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip it.
Learn, change, and
Went somewhere in my head and thought through a permutation that wasn't possible. The lack of the no double blocks in this game still trips me up coming from Magic on occasion. It's something that's not quite in muscle memory in terms of thinking through permutations on things, which actually makes the Challenger units even better, right? Because Challenger units that get to hook things that they're guaranteed bigger than don't have to worry about other things also ganging up on them. Braum Swain here, probably a mid-range to control deck. Do I want River Shaper? It's probably fine. Hey, Skunky Blitz, thanks for the entire year of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Tacky stacking on evens here is a little awkward. Oh, they're an aggressive deck. Okay, Brahmin and Aggro deck is interesting. I guess I could still be mid-range and just be playing Crimson Disciple. Like, they probably have the 3-drop Crimson as well.
Save your world. We speak with blades.
Are champions like legendary creatures of magic? Kind of. So, champions are a different rarity type as well. They're the most expensive card in this game at $3 a copy. And in addition to them being a little bit more expensive in terms to purchase, you can only have 6 champions total in a given deck, which is also nice from a price perspective because it gives you a fairly low upper ceiling on what a deck can cost. That's so brutal.
Protect House Lord.
Something with 3 power or less. So it's one mana short of being able to do this. Ugh. That's really rough. Now they're gonna get to open on attacks and hit me for 4.
Delicious. These woods protect
So,
their own.
Units in this game can attack the turn you play them. However, if you elect to attack first, you get to attack before your opponent can advance their board, which is very good in a situation like what we were just in there
They
for my
would
opponent.
fall by my blade.
A chill in the air.
Rivers shape the land and give it life.
Winter take you.
Man, that's rude.
I find them unworthy.
I'll protect the villages.
Okay. This deck we're playing is really good at leveling Shen, which is nice.
And ready.
You're covered.
You can deploy lots of barriers very quickly.
Heavy burdens.
The Yordle here's with me. My turn. Stay back.
Currents, pull them down.
Shield up.
Strike, we will reform.
Hold up. No closer.
So this is stunned, so I can't block. I probably want to block all their 3 power things here. And then we Spirit Refuge this.
Balance favors you.
I'm dead to a Transfusion here with these blocks.
For a worthy opponent.
I think I want to put this down here in case they have Transfusion. I guess they could Transfusion onto here, which would deal... If they Transfusion onto here, I would take 4/6. This.
Is that all?
What form will the water
Alright, well that worked out better than expected.
Nature blesses her followers. Press on.
I've actually not played Brahmin V yet on stream.
Enforced equilibrium.
Hold up.
Our wills align.
Feels like a cool game. My order, I should have hooked this. I probably should have hooked this and then barriered this. Yeah.
Strike
The
without
core mechanics of Runeterra are easily the best card game I have ever played. It's very well done. I mean, if the Riot team is able to pump out content like they said they plan to pump out, this game has a very bright future. Alright, do I kill this or do I kill Swain? I think I'm supposed to kill this. Steals 3 to me every turn. Oh, yeah, this thing isn't even leveled yet. Definitely that. I was thinking Swain was leveled, because usually they're leveled by now, but they're nowhere close to leveling him. Hey, right, Shen. Thanks for the entire year of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Will no one listen?
You're covered.
Duty, selflessness, heavy burdens.
Warm hearts and hot soup. No time for soup. We've got to move.
I find them unworthy.
Try me.
Huh. Actually,
Who goes there?
what if I do this, and then this gets +3, which is 10, and then one of these is lethal? So, like, my Fiora dies, but they're gonna die over here. Okay, I think I like trying to kill them this turn.
Carved meat bigger than
So they'll block there, and then I'll riposte.
Counter and strike.
I'll riposte here, so I have lethal. Because this is leveled, so when they get barriers, they get +3 attack. Yeah, sick.
Everything
Just
has its
every combat in this game, just the ordering of attackers and the support units, there's just so many permutations that your combats can go through. It's incredibly challenging to sequence your combats correctly. Whereas, like, in Magic, you just, like, attack with your stuff and hope for the best a lot of the time. Right, Anivia plus whatever this big duder is. Definitely a control deck, though. Thide Mirror. I don't want Spirit's Refuge here against a control deck. Prismatic Barrier might be useful. They probably have early plays. Oh, ha! Their deck's called War Mother. Yeah, they need to patch that one out. It's a pretty funny bug. This was a bug in their thing. You can currently see people's deck names. So I think I'm gonna open on attacks here, because if I play this out and they play anything out that can block, I probably don't want to attack with all the barriers that I have. So again, if I start by attacking, I get to get my hit in before my opponent plays stuff to the board. That's pretty unfortunate.
I am one with the land.
And then we get to go ahead and Bright Steel Protector to defend this and pump this. See if they have a 4-drop here or not.
a chill in the air.
Frostbite, rude.
Honor guide me.
I still get to do this, right? Deal. This has a barrier, might as well use it to fog this, basically. No place here feels really bad. Getting gummed up a little bit on tricks. Yeah, that's super unfortunate.
This'll take the chill off.
Do I want to burn my strike? I'd probably rather use the detain, right? Because this one's a little bit more fragile. I just want to do something here to use my mana. Is strike just better than detain? I feel like most board states I'm on, strike is just better than detain. Like they both allow for counterplay, just in slightly different ways. This matchup's probably pretty close to impossible, if I had to venture a guess.
Hang on, Buzzball.
They have a lot of Doom Blades.
The steel is yours.
I'll protect the villages.
Nature blesses her followers.
Passes in my
That's a biggin.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
Wow, no attack with that. Kind of surprised me.
I have disgraced the Kinku.
Yeah, all tricks, no treat is a apt summary there. I'm gonna cut these Key Guardians. Wow, we actually have more detains than strikes. Detains felt pretty awkward. I don't have another one of these. What's this challenger called? Protege. Detain was probably in there because of Unyielding Spirit. We actually aren't playing the 2-mana fight spell. You know, I haven't really felt like the 2-mana fight spell is super necessary with all of our challengers. And I think I'd rather add Protege to the mix rather than add single combat. Our issue in the games that we've been struggling, thanks for the biddy, Sunshine. The issues in the games where we've been struggling have definitely been not having enough units to pair with our tricks. So I think I want to up the number of units I'm playing a little bit here. Yeah, Chef and a Protege is good. I've got my Lux Shen mid-range deck up on my other monitor, just like looking at things that felt good there that might also be good here. Like Fiora has been good, and having less 6 drops has been good. Fight spells are good with Fiora, that's true. That is very true. I started playing Runeterra for a week. What deck do you recommend? Good starting. The Kinko Elusives deck is like the go-to you want to ladder quickly and play something that's fairly competitive deck. This is kind of medium against their Make It Rains. This also, so I'm gonna mulligan this one. I think I'm gonna keep the Fleet Feather Tracker because it can trade with something early sometimes. It's a very good. The Tracker into Blight Seal openers tend to be fantastic. We're actually gonna have like an incredibly aggressive start here.
These woods
So I get to
protect
go Caretaker, Caretaker, next turn Blightsteel Protector, and pump these up. They're debating if they want to attack here. I think they're supposed to. Yeah, I'm not blocking.
What do we get?
I am one with the land.
You end up playing the same 2 to 3 games over and over again. That's really not been my experience playing a couple hours or more of Runeterra every day. There's a pretty deep variety and lots of different things that people are playing on the ladder. And you can even just like look back at today's session, look at the number of different things we played against. I think this opponent's deck might actually be the thing we've played against the most, and I think this is our second time playing against it in 90 minutes. We have not Griffinson.
Just borrowing.
Aren't extra turn cards fun, Flaming Swag? Aren't they fun? So one of the kind of lofty goals they have for Runeterra, if you haven't heard me talk about this before, is one of their stated goals for this game is for every card to be playable.
Watchful eye.
And they're doing a pretty reasonable job of both buffing and nerfing things to try and achieve that lofty goal.
My selection speaks for itself.
Feed Demacia.
So we have 6 mana total here.
Nature blesses her followers.
We each defend our brethren.
I'm not.
What is our deck weak against? I have no idea. We just played against War Mother's Control, and that felt kind of difficult, so let's go with that. It's probably not great against that. Do I want to offer trades on these for their 2/1s? Probably not. Although I guess I'm hooking one of these. And I can barrier one of these, I suppose. Let's attack and see what we can do. Shen is just getting started towards leveling.
Taste the glory.
I think I'm definitely going to save my bigger Green Glade Caretaker with Prismatic Barrier here. Try and keep that around for a little bit. Prismatic Barrier of their own, sure.
Your place is still in the mortal world.
So those will die.
My growth.
Once upon a time, that was our Prismatic Barrier, not wrong. Okay, so we got 8 mana total here, so I have 2 barriers to throw down, where I can River Shaper and still have a barrier up. We're probably about getting to the point where I'm going to start shenning my Green Glade Caretaker, because she's getting big enough that she's just going to, like, demand an answer.
Don't blink, or you'll miss me.
We swim within the flows of magic.
It's not bragging if you could back it up.
Yeah, I'm down for all sorts of stuff, Nivik, as always, just send it through the form. Nah, I mean, if you want to donate now for that, that's fine. I don't think I need a form for that. Call it good enough.
Firing.
Nature blesses her followers.
Okay, so this is about to level when it deploys a barrier. Do I want to play War Chefs out? I think I do. I think I do.
Leva
When Shen levels, it means this can make anything lethal, which is nice.
Never lost a fair game.
Oh, that's a huge punishment. I know they're playing Twisted Fate, so I should probably have played around that.
Who says I don't share?
Yeah. Deserve that.
It must be done. The balance has been maintained.
No one goes hungry.
I assume they're gonna block all of my stuff here. Why not bury the hawk? I'm kind of hoping I feel like I'm pretty unlikely to win from here, so I'm kind of hoping they just like make a mistake and I punk them out. Kind of hoping they just like skip blocking one of my things and I kill them.
Easy.
Alright, I think we're dead here. Yeah. Yeah, I should open attacks. The fact that I didn't open attacks and I gave them a chance to play Twisted Fate and kill two of our things. I like gained one attacker but gave up two, and they got a blocker. Yeah, opponent played this really well.
Nature blesses her followers.
And that's, you know, that's one of the great things about this game. I think Runeterra, more than any other card game that I've ever played, honestly, I look back on my games and go, oh, I should have sequenced differently or done this other permutation. It would have allowed me to play around the situation that I ended up getting into that ended up not being good for me. Just an incredible amount of player agency on average. Normally, I like to end on a high note with a win, but we've been playing this one for over an hour and a half, and the magic segments also ran long today, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. I really appreciate everybody that hung out through the end. If you're a new viewer that poked in from the Runeterra section and you enjoyed how I break down my plays and talk about things, I play at least one Runeterra deck every single day on stream, and it gets uploaded to my website and my YouTube channel after the fact. So you can check out my Runeterra videos on my website there, or youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. Everything gets cut up deck by deck, so it's easy to find just the decks that you care about seeing. I'll be back again tomorrow afternoon with more Runeterra like every day. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and stay safe wherever you're at in the world. Peace. I'm going to hit an ad roll at the end here. I'm done with content, but I have an ad quota to meet, so we're going to roll one of those before we run on out.